Good morning, my name is Christo Smith and this is a rundown of the most important judgments handed down by the Superior Courts of South Africa over the past month. In a groundbreaking judgment in Ramalepe and Marweshe attorneys versus Minister of Justice, the Gauteng High Court declared unconstitutional the 3-year waiting period that prevented newly admitted attorneys from appearing in the country's superior courts, the High Court, the Supreme Court of Appeal, and the Constitutional Court. The key findings by Judge Davis are the following. The restriction infringes the right to equality under Section 9 of the Constitution, unfairly singling out attorneys while advocates admitted at the same time face no equivalent waiting period. The waiting period is irrational. There's no competency benchmarks, no mentorship obligations, and no rational connection to any legitimate government purpose. The matter has been referred to the Constitutional Court for confirmation. In EFF and ATM versus Speaker of the National Assembly, the Constitutional Court addressed the Phala controversy concerning the alleged theft of foreign currency from President Ramaphosa's private game farm and ruled on whether the National Assembly's vote to block a presidential impeachment inquiry was constitutional. The majority outcome was as follows. Rule 129L of the National Assembly rules, which allow the National Assembly to halt the impeachment process before a full investigation could take place, was declared unconstitutional and set aside. The National Assembly vote blocking the referral of the Phala report to the Impeachment Committee was likewise set aside. The report was referred to the Impeachment Committee. In Director General Home Affairs versus Irankunda and another, the Constitutional Court held that the Refugees Act 130 of 1998 does not accommodate subsequent asylum applications. 2 Burundian nationalists who had their initial asylum applications refused sought to lodge subsequent applications on the basis that they had become surplus refugees, i.e., they became refugees due to changed circumstances in Burundi. The majority held that there is no right to reapply once an initial application has been finally refused. The court overturned the Supreme Court of Appeal's earlier ruling in favor of the respondents. In Ex parte Lekota versus Adams, the estate of the late Terence Lekota, the former leader of COPE and cabinet minister, was involved. The matter came before the court after Lekota's wife, Cynthia, launched an ex parte application seeking access to his medical records and clarity on his mental capacity. Judge Miller held that Lekota was of unsound mind and incapable of managing his own affairs from May 2025 to the date of his death. The court also held that his partner Lucille Adams drained his bank account during this period. The court ordered that the judgment be delivered to the Legal Practice Council and the Johannesburg Society of Advocates. That concludes the rundown of the most important and interesting judgments in the Superior Courts of South Africa.